Hello students, welcome to Dhaka Secondary School, North Karachi campus, and today you are watching class 9 English language class, and these slides are prepared by Safahan, language teacher of Dhaka Secondary School. So students, our today's topic is winter vacations work, and our learning agenda is compare and contrast essay, second prefixes, and third article. We revise articles here, okay? So now first of all I start from our essay, compare and contrast essay. So basically compare and contrast essay is what? So it is a common form of academic writing in which we compare two things, we match the similarities of the two things, and after that we contrast. Contrast means we differentiate between those two things, okay? Bit by bit in the introduction we introduce them, and then we explain their similarities and their differentiation, okay students? So here you see whales and fish difference. In red spots, in red circle you see whales traits or qualities, and in blue circle you can see fish traits or qualities. But in the same, when they are in mid of them, you will see the similar qualities. So out of circle is differences, and in the circle means their similarities, okay students? So here you see some compare and contrast structure words which can be transitional signals which show the similarities or differences. So here you see some compare words like similarly, likewise, also, both, and, not only, but also. These are all words used to show similarities or comparison. For example, computers can be used communicate easily, for example via email. Similarly, likewise, the mobile phone is a convenient tool for communications. So in this sentence you see students computers and mobile similarities in which we have used similarly and likewise word, okay? And when we differentiate those two things or contrast those two things, there we use contrast words, some transitional contrasting words like however, in contrast, in comparison, by comparison, on the other hand. So these words are used to dissimilarity, uh, differentiate between those things, okay? For example, computers, although increasingly small, are not always easy to carry from one place to another. However, the mobile phone can be carried with ease. So students, you see here however word which shows the contrasting qualities between two things, okay? Computers are generally big and they are not easy to carry, but in contrast with mobile is small and can be carried with, okay students? So these are some transitional elements or words which are used in compare and contrast essays. So now I move towards our essay, city and village life. So here you see example or example of the essay comparing and contrast. So in the first you see rural and urban lives are different, their differences make them unique and beautiful. In this whole essay you see differences and contrast between differences and similarities between these two, city and village life of the people. Life in villages is more straightforward, while urban life, or urban means city life, offers various complicated aspects. Their smaller geographic or territorial extension primarily identifies rural life. So a village is significantly lower than in a city, thus primary relation exists between people. Primary relationships refer to the ones that are made directly. People in villages know each other by their names and faces, they talk to them directly. So in this paragraph they show that people are quite in village life, people are quite close with others, but in contrast with city people, they are quite far and in relation with other. In the second paragraph, a city is larger area and in second paragraph it tells the area of city and village life. So generally village life is in village area is quite small, but in city area is quite large. In third paragraph it is said that they are group of hardworking farmers who know the hardships of life, but in contrast with the village people, city people, they have common occupations and range of professions comparatively narrow. Urban life on the other hand comes with a varied range of professions. They have a lot of professions. So here comes next paragraph. Urban life is controlled by laws and codes, folkways and modes, along with social isolation do not play a key role in social control. In cities, the person who commits sins is directly presented in front of judges or police. If a man gets drunk, hits his wife, domestic violence if filed against him. Village life is not as affected by pollution as urban life is. There are fewer automobiles in villages and there is an absence of significant industrial sectors. So here comes the conclusion. Both the cities and villages have their differences and advantages. Village life is more robust robust means healthy, due to the necessary facilities like schools and hospitals being far away, but we must acknowledge both and choose what suits our needs. So here student, you see different transitional elements in which village life and city life are discussed in contrasting our similarities. Okay students, now I move towards our second topic, prefixes. What is prefix? Basically prefix is a part of English and it is used as a part of word that can be joined to beginning of another word called the root word or to give it a different meaning. Sometimes it is just a simple letter that acts as a prefix and sometimes it is a lengthier word. So here you see students, prefix over, er, this. When these letters join, populated, rational, polite and connect, it becomes new word like overpopulated, like irrational, impolite and disconnect. So these all are new words which are made with the help of prefixes joined. So here comes some common prefixes which we daily use in our practice. Like non is the most commonly used prefix and can precede almost any English word, and the prefixes in, un, non and anti generally pair up with certain Latin directives. Okay, like in we use incomplete, incompetent. When we use un, it becomes unchanged. In and un with countable, it becomes uncountable. Non, non-living, non-serious. Okay, here comes another one, the prefix a, which means without. Okay, when we talk about negative or without anything, there we use a before any word, it means without that thing. Generally appears with Greek derivatives, example like atheist, anemic, asymmetrical. Okay, next is what? After the prefix self. For example, self we use, it is also a prefix. Like harm, we harm someone or someone harms us, so self harm. When someone harms himself, that becomes self harm or self respect. And another one, when you add prefix x meaning former, it means previous one or last one. So ex president, the last president, or ex student which has left school or passed away, left school, or ex-wife. Okay students, I hope you got the idea regarding this. Now I move towards our next topic, article, its revision. Last time I taught you article. Article is basically what? Is a signal of coming of a noun. Articles are of two types, definite article and indefinite article. Definite articles are used for showing particularity, or when we specified some noun, there we use the article. For example, this is the leg. So here the shows what? Specification, and after the there is something there we add a phrase or a word which specified this the word. Okay, and here comes next example, next kind, the indefinite article. The indefinite article is what? When we talk about singular common word, there we use indefinite article. So are and are both indefinite article. For example, this is a lake, so a shows what? Common. Okay, so here comes indefinite article. Basically, indefinite articles are used for singular, common and countable nouns. A is used when noun generates consonant sound. There we use a. For example, John is a doctor, Kate is a Catholic, and Ali is a European. So doctor shows consonant sound, Catholic shows generates consonant sounds, and E is a vowel, but it generates here consonant sound. That's why A has been put up here. And here comes another vowel, and when it is used when we show when vowel sound is generated. For example, I would like an orange, and Mary is an engineer, and he waited for an hour. So here R shows what this word R. In this word, H sound is consonant or silent. That's why we pronounce vowel sound, and when vowel sound comes first before common, singular, countable noun, there we use N. Okay students, now I move towards our next definite article. Already I told you definite article is used when we specified something or make something particular. There we use definite article the. For example, the book you want is out of print. So here book is particular. And let's go to the park. So park here is a particular. And another rule is that when we talk about a person or thing that has already been mentioned in the sentence or phrase, there we use the article. For example, I saw a girl in the park. So girl is common here. In the first sentence, girl is common, countable, singular. That's why I is put before girl. But the same girl is used in the next sentence. There we use the article. The girl was crying. Okay students, I hope you got it. And next rule is what? So before singular noun mean to represent the whole class. When we talk about the whole class, now before a noun there we use the article. For example, the cow is a useful animal. It doesn't mean that's only singular cow. It means that the whole generation or whole class or species of cows are useful. That's why the is used here. The rose is the sweetest of all flowers. It doesn't mean that just only one flower or one rose. It means it shows the whole class of that rose flower. And last one, the spider has 8 legs. It doesn't mean that only few spiders. It shows what? Whole class. Note that these sentences can also be written using a plural noun without any article. Okay students, if I put here cows, so if I put cows here, then it is I do not use any da here. Cows are useful animals. Okay students, the roses are the sweetest of all flowers, like this. Okay, cow are useful animal, roses are the sweetest of all flowers, spiders have 8 legs. So now I move towards our next rule. So here comes next rule. Before the names of certain books, like religious book, the Holy Quran, the Vedas, the Bible. Okay students, and next is what? When we talk about superlative adjectives, so before superlative adjectives we use the. For example, she is the best person I have seen, or which is the highest mountain in the world. So in both these examples, best and highest shows was superlative degree of the adjective, and before superlative degree we use the article. Okay students, now I move towards our another rule. Before ordinal numbers, ordinal number means when we use first, second, third, these are ordinal numbers. So before ordinal numbers we use definite article the, who was the first woman, and the second one is the first half of the film. Okay students, now you can see another rule before musical instruments. So before musical instruments we also use definite article. For example, he can play the flute, and as an adverb with comparatives. So for example, the more they get, the more they want. The higher you climb, the cooler it gets. Okay students, I hope you got it. And there is also uses of zero article. So zero article is also the part of articles. What are zero articles? Before them we do, before noun we do not use any article, that is called zero article. Okay, for languages, for subjects, for meals, for sports name, we do not use any article. Okay students, I hope you got the idea. Thank you so much.